Welcome to Key Roots, the Key Roots of Sex Addiction. My name is Colin. And this particular video is for you women who are partners with sexaholics. Your recovery is actually part of his recovery. You see, you never agreed to share your man with other women when you guys got together, not in person and not online. And when you stay with this particular man and he's still acting out, you are probably going to continue suffering. So whether you like it or not, you are a massive part in his recovery. And this is what I mean. Most men don't get into recovery just like that. They need a push because they're afraid. The behaviors that they're involved in are usually really embarrassing and they involve a lot of consequences that they don't want to deal with. And so they will fight you in getting in recovery. Another reason why they don't want to get in recovery is oftentimes because they enjoy their acting out. And so if they get into recovery, they have to give it up. So your job is to set limits with him. You are to let him know that this is not okay behavior and it's unacceptable in your relationship. And when you do that, what tends to happen is a greater fear of losing you occurs in his life. So in order to keep you, he'll get into recovery. Regarding him enjoying his sexual acting out, when you set limits, things aren't quite so enjoyable because he's got to come home. And that it's just not as fun when, he realizes that he could lose his partner and his family. Now, pushing your partner into recovery is fraught with some complications. The first is that when a man is pushed into recovery, he probably is not going to take his recovery very seriously. He's most likely just going to check some boxes, which may lead to relapse. And that can be difficult for you because you're already dealing with infidelity and you've had a lot of pain already. The second complication is that when a man is pushed into recovery, he often becomes pretty resentful, kind of like a fish on a hook, right? He's scared of losing you. And he also doesn't want to get into recovery because of the risk that we just talked about. And so he'll flail about. He'll be mean to you. He'll blame you. He'll do all sorts of things that when you're already struggling may make things worse for a while. Now, in the end, it just really comes down to this. If you want a faithful man, a man who is honest and trustworthy and present, you have to hold your boundaries. You cannot tolerate his infidelity anymore. There can be no more secrets, no more lies. And if he wants to be with you, then he has to take his recovery seriously. And what that means is he needs to get into meetings and surround himself with other men in recovery. And that's where Key Roots comes in. We provide meetings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 5:30 to 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. We're a group of men who take recovery seriously. We're there to learn tools, to share our struggles, and to grow with other guys that understand. So if your man isn't quite where he needs to be in recovery, maybe you can give him the push he needs to get there. Because you deserve a relationship built on honesty, trust, safety, and Key Roots can help him get there.